just a huge group of people that want to go fast. But the 800 horsepower guy, they went to somebody else. Because that guy, all these people go race cars, right? And the 2000, they're probably more expensive. They probably have to wait longer. It's a bigger shop. I'm going to go with this other guy. Yeah. My 800 horsepower car. Just food for thought kind of thing to throw out there. Because I think about it all the time. You know?
It's all about what the customer wants, too. You're right. It's not, you're not trying to do a big business contest and you just want an 800 horsepower car. You want to go with the shop that gets more reliable cars.
Right. Or does it more consistently. Or maybe even a little cheaper.
Contest and you just want an 800 horsepower car. You want to go with the shop that gets more reliable cars.
Right. Or does it more consistently. Or maybe even a little cheaper.
Right.
So, well, cheap, man. That's the whole thing. Like, what is the saying? Fast. What is the thing? Pick two. Fast, cheap, reliable. Yeah. Pick two.
Yeah. That's tough. Yeah.
Fast, cheap, reliable. Yeah. You can only pick two. You can't have all three.
Yeah. As a customer experience, I'm going to go with the shop using this type of experience. So I tell them, if you need this, say we want this customer to tell somebody. It's all the same thing.
Now, in terms of like the platform itself, right? The GTR pretty much. Do you feel like we're at the limits of that?
Well, I mean, I don't know. We were just talking about this new crazy engine.
MOWER is building a VR build block. Supposedly over 4,500 horsepower. That's going to be when we see these motors in some of these cars next year. Hopefully, it's 62K. It's going to be very interesting. When something new comes out, it's interesting. Right, hear me out. The same thing might happen for the V10s in fucking 10 years from now. They coming out with something crazy too.
Do you think they would need to though, because of how much power those cars make on the side?
Here's what I think the reality is.
They coming out with something crazy too.
Do you think they would need to though, because of how much power those cars make on the side?
Here's what I think the reality is. I think the reality with them as far as GTRs are concerned.
And then in 20 years, the flux capacitor will come up with the GTR.
Right.
And we'll be able to,
exactly.
So more of a race car.
Yeah, well, my opinion is you have to go further with the GTR to do the same thing. Is it obviously Billy's car proves that, right? Like, can they be faster? Of course they can be faster, right? But like, in my opinion, you have to do less to a V10 to make it equal to a GTR as far as making it more race car, cutting things out of it, sacrificing creature comforts.
It's scary at that point. You also got to think about some of these cars. Some of these GTRs and Verticals already starting to lift at this power. So what happens if you throw another 1,000 horsepower? It's scary. It's just I think I'm gonna have to put more weight in the car.
We have laser sensors.
That's
We
scary.
have laser sensors on the front end, so that it really measures so it measures the distance of the chassis from the ground, and if it gets too far, it starts cutting power. It's literally wider than motor.
Oh, wow, I didn't know that.
I think I have it. I think that is for the GTRs too. I think Billy's car has that.
Does it?
I think so.
Really, you might have it.
I think
Well, the thing about the GTR is the engine's in the front, so it's a lot easier. It's a lot harder to walk the thing over backwards.
What's the current weight on say a twin turbo or
4,100.
It's 4,100. So the GTR is a little lighter, just a little bit. That's interesting.
Yeah, an R8 is 4,100. I think like a Performante, I think you'd probably be in the 37, 3800 neighborhood.
So
Probably.
it's all around the same weight regardless. Yeah, but he is right. It's scary. I see a lot of friends. I have a lot of good friends that have fast cars, and I'd be worried about them to go down the track because it's 60-40, right? The 60's in the back and the 40. I see this a lot when they pull shoots, man. I mean, shoots are scary regardless, but when that weight's all in the back and they're smashing the brakes, everybody's doing this with those hurricanes. It's weird.
That's the problem with the Huracan when you get on the brake or the R8 is it just you get all that weight. It's literally just trying to push the car up.
Yeah,
it's trying to
it's scary. It's scary.
Yeah, it is. I agree with you. Well, the whole thing's scary. I mean, who needs 3,000 horsepower cars? Like the whole thing. The whole thing's crazy. The whole thing's absolutely.
That's a good. What I just said made sense. I'm not pretty sure you can agree. We're already starting to lift, and with the power we're at now, if we try to add another 1,000 on it, what's going to happen? Right? It's scary.
Yeah, it's just a matter of like I said, it's about how much of a race car do you want versus a street car, right? Because you're not. I'm sorry, we're laying some pretty crazy cars around, but 4,000 wheel, you ain't going out and doing anything. It's going to get to the point where a 2,500 horsepower car is faster than a 4,000 horsepower car unless you're right here.
Yeah.
Right. And that's fine, but then it's a race car, which is great. That's what you want.
I'm being honest, like, I would be scared to see Billy's car to half a little bit. Because, you know, what he's got,
Yeah.
you feel me? He's already doing, I know he had more, I'm pretty sure they had 10 more PSI in that car, and it still did 236 in the quarter from a roll. So seeing that car in the half mile, I'd be scared to see it go, because it's wind, and fucking, I'd hate to see that car lift.
Well, I mean, I think it's probably pretty obvious that so would they, or they would have done it by now.
Exactly, you're right.
I don't think, or not much of I don't know if they were those things those things gear out.
Well, I know he's got an interesting transmission. It's like a stage 7, something different. So I think it has taller gears. I don't know all the details about it, but I'm pretty sure that car can, I'm sure, because all the Bill GTRs were wrapped into what, 10.5, something like that, you know, 10,000 or whatever. And I'm pretty sure the gear ratio that car probably do 270. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
But no one's going to find out, because I mean, something that one try one day, but you know, I'd be scared to see that car get half mile.
Well, you've had half mile GTRs going for it. Like, I mean, ETS did it for a long time. Like, you know, in Chase, I think they did 258. I want to say, don't go somewhere in there. High 250s, mid 250s, something like that. There's a lot of GTRs going for it for a while. Half mile stuff. It's just it gets fast. I was just in Marion.
When I was supposed to go, I was stuck in the airport. Freaking flights got canceled and all that stuff. I was so mad. But yeah, UGR broke the record. They're 261.
260, right?
That's 260.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking bad.
Yeah, but they were trying to do that in that car for I think almost a year and a half. Year and a half. They built that car specifically enough to go break that record. And they were pushing like more power to it. And to Mark, the guy that owns the car, I mean. I can't even imagine the amount of money.
It's
another one. You know, I mean, prime example, like what Tony said, he's like, you know, it took about $400,000 to build Billy's car.
One shot, like
from start to finish.
Yeah.
So
not including maintenance and blow-ups and
so just like 400,000. But you know, like I said, the second place car. I mean, I'm sure it's 1 point something to build a car like that.
Yeah, Lambo.
Yeah.
Oh man, you want to talk about controversy?
Yeah.
That depends on who you're going to. Right? I mean,
well, let's just say we know he said the second place car, which was a UGR car.
Right.
You know, and you know they have some interesting rules. You know, the way they make people sign contracts, and I don't want to get into detail on that because I don't want to get no cease and desist. But I'm pretty sure that they spend
quite a lot of money. Probably double battery.
Yeah, well, I mean, I know some details as well that I probably won't get into, but yeah, you know, they have some stuff where you have to send your car back to them for a refresh. If you're going for records, you have to send the car back to them for a refresh, which, you know, that's their prerogative. You know, whether they're protecting the customer, whether they're protecting themselves, that's a matter of opinion. But, you know, so, like, if you go out and you do a half mile 260 and your car's still running, you don't take it home. You send it back to them. Because that's what you have to do if you want to run it again. You have to have a refresh. And again, that's their prerogative. I don't think there's anything unethical about that. I don't agree with it, but I don't think it's necessarily unethical. But yeah, that's an interesting scenario. But as Tony alluded to, yes, there was way more money in the second place car than there was the first place car. Well, like we said earlier, you just bought, that's just the cost of entry.
Yeah.
Right? So 400 grand, like 400 grand is, I'm telling you, like, I will guarantee you, if Billy is listening to this, he's thinking to himself, that sounds cheap.
Yeah. He said it's over $1 million in both cars, him and Jordan's car.
Yeah. One time. Right. That's not like going to the rebuilding it, breaking the trans, breaking the engine, doing this, doing that, like trackside support, shipping, fuel.
Like that, 400K one time.
Then it's just the most sad combo. There you go, side boosters.
Enjoy 2 years free from hair and hair removal. Discover Bronze Smart IKEA, the smart alternative to laser.
A CRM shouldn't set your teams back. It should revolutionize the way they work. A CRM shouldn't block your workflow. It should make it fly. A CRM shouldn't let customers slip through the cracks. It should connect them to your teams. A CRM shouldn't leave you in the dark. It should deliver insights clear as day. Get started for free.
Look at this receipt, just look. for 3 bags of stuff. But I got a secret weapon. It's called the Pogo app. You can just scan those receipts and get some money back on your purchases. It just takes 10 seconds. I love it. And because I linked my card on the app, I get additional rewards on everything too. I recommend it to all my friends.
Be like that. No, the maintenance.
Right.
Shit.
It's 400K to put in your garage. It's not 400K to go race it.
That's a house. That's literally a
Pretty nice
house.
house.
And some, if you're
Nice
in
house.
Florida. If you're in New York,
If you're in Louisiana, that's a nice house with some acres.
it's not a nice house in New York.
Well, the Lamborghini was a house on the water.
Yeah, in Miami. In Miami.
Yeah, small one, nice.
Small one.
Yeah, mine's expensive too.
Yeah, but anyway, here or there, that's
So with FL2K this year, right? What is one thing that you guys would both say that would encourage somebody who's, maybe street racing or somebody who's younger to come to this event and participate in the event for the future if they're looking to build a car for drag racing or a future FL2K to investigate?
For me, guys, I hope you guys know they have classes. Not all this thing is about 2,000 horsepower cars. And then the saying is, oh, if you don't have 1,500 horsepower, don't go to Texas 2K. That's not true. There are a lot of classes out here, a lot of they level it out. They try to even the playing field. A lot of people try to cheat and lie, but they also have rules. If you go too fast, they'll disqualify you because they know some, and they try to make it even because so many people try to be sneaky. But if you're building a car from your garage or whatever, just come for the experience. And if you want to register your car, if you have a cammed, V8 Coyote, you just want to come race, just come see what your car does. It's all an experience. I remember growing up, my dad would take me to drag strip, It's a fun experience just to be here. The community, everyone's nice. You're going to see a lot of, nowadays, it's not like it used to be. It's social media's got a hold. You have big names that are going to be here. The big names that you guys want to see, the big shop names that you guys want to see. Just the experience, come check out the cars. A lot of these shops, a lot of these guys are really nice. Like me, like my car, I like kids check out the car, sit in the car. You want to take whatever you want to do. I don't care. You're not driving it, but other than that, but it's a great experience. Those guys are, really nice setup. What I'm saying, it's a community. Bring if you have kids or whatever, it's just fun. It's a great experience. The racing experience here is fun. So.
Okay, well said.
Yeah, good. To me, I agree 100% with everything that you said. To me, I think it kind of goes back to the whole camaraderie and the community situation, right? If you're building your car to beat somebody else, then don't build it, right? Build your car for you, and then come race it. Because you build it for you to go faster than you went last time, and the competition is just fun, right? That's what the competition is built for, is to be fun. So the feeling of being squashed, or because everybody's car's faster than you, or you can't bring your car out because you're not the fastest, or you're getting laughed at, or you're gonna get picked on, or they're gonna talk crap about you, if that's the last thing that I do in this industry, that's gonna go away. The whole thing is, you want new people to get into this industry, you want new people to come out here and race their cars. They need to feel that welcome community. Put your arms around them. No, not really, but you know what I'm saying. They need to feel welcome, so that it doesn't matter if your car is a second slower. You'll get there, or you come out here and learn something, or you meet somebody that can help you with something, or the guy that beat you maybe come over and shake your hand and say, hey, next time if you want to stage your nitrous different, or if you fix your stall converter, or if you do a little more boost off the line, whatever. That's what this community is about, right? It is not about the like this all the time, right? So if the community, I think, can get a little bit more in touch with where we were 15 or 20 years ago, and we were a team, we were a group, we were all an industry that was unified, right? Oops, sorry. Then I believe it will entice more young people with a little bit slower car, somebody that may not feel like they can come out here and have a chance. Dude, you're gonna come out here, you're gonna have a blast. Maybe you get your ass handed to you. Great. Go talk to the guy that handed you your ass and ask him a couple of questions. And the next time you're going to come out here, and it's going to be a little bit less. And that's what it's all about.
Right.
It's just that trajectory, getting better and better. And so I say, come out, hang out. We're the same way as you, man. Come sit in the cars. Come chill. Ask me as many questions as you want. If I can share something with you that'll help you, or, create an experience, it's awesome. That's what it's all about. And most people that come, they're that same way, especially to this event. They really are. And so I say, yeah, come out, please, and enjoy the car that you built. Doesn't matter if you're a second slower, or a tenth slower, or a second faster.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. Come out and enjoy your car. It's all about that. It's about the community.
Okay. So now, how do you guys feel about like grudge racing? Maybe in the future, bringing that like street racing vibe to the track. Are you guys for that? Do you guys feel like that would help people with grudge racing? Maybe in the future, bringing that like street racing vibe to the track. Are you guys for that? Do you guys feel like that would help people?
We've already talked about
come to the track and kind of get the streets a little bit.
I think that's great. I mean, yeah, but you it's different, because this grudge racing is normally like a shop versus a shop, or
Yeah.
that's different. I mean, because 9 times out of 10, I know you don't want to just be like, I want to race the shop you said. It's usually the customers that want to race another customer, or that's how it is. And I think the grudge racing is cool. It's fun. I don't see nothing wrong with. I mean, I did growing up. You want to race for $100? Let's do it. I don't. Now pinks, I'm not doing it. Shit breaks, you're screwed. You lose your car. Not doing pinks, but I don't want to race it for a little cash to have fun with someone you fuck with. I mean, there's tons of people out here. I'm sure you got tons of guys out here you talk a little smack to that are friends of yours.
Here and there, I don't talk smack.
I know, but I'm saying.
I really honestly suck at it. If I was good at it, I might do it more.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, well, your mom.
Yeah. Your mom. but like, okay, well, there's always people out there. The girls are just fun. I like it, but as long as it's an even race, I actually enjoy seeing. I don't say slower cars. I like saying like BMWs versus Trackhawks and shit like that, because I just kind of love seeing a car lose. So I'm like, yes, I got my money on it. But if I race a car,
but it isn't like both cars.
I don't think Viper's a car. In my impression, it's a Viper.
Yeah, I mean,
It's a Viper.
Killer Shelby design,
Yeah.
so it's not a both car.
So I mean, he's right.
I'm not arguing with you. I'm just saying.
And so, but no, I mean, like, it's funny, but if I see Hellcat versus Hellcat, usually I try to vote on the one that's got the brightest colors.
The biggest wheels.
The biggest wheels.
Not the smallest wheels.
So are you for that?
I'm 100% for that. What I would like, and then again, I feel like an old man that's beating a dead horse here. But like with class, you can grudge race and legitimately shake the man's hand afterwards, right? Like you do not have to be at odds. These people are doing the same. They're working their butt off to try to do the exact same thing that you love, right? Like we all love the same thing. We're not out here like none of us are. I mean, I don't want to talk about. We're not building Teslas, right? Like we're out here like. I mean, they're fast, right? But there's not a lot to love there. But
Fast-ish.
yeah, quick, right?
Yeah, quick.
No, so like this guy's out here putting blood, sweat, and tears, his whole team into a car, and then you're doing the same thing. You're out here doing the same thing, right? So like at the end of the day, I want the respect to come back. So drug racing, absolutely, that's so much fun.
Yeah.
Sure, put some money on some stuff, have some fun, talk a little crap at the starting line, whatever. But like, if the other team wins, congratulate them. Like they worked hard, and it's time for you to come back and a little crap at the starting line, whatever. But like, if the other team wins, congratulate them. Like they worked hard, and it's time for you to come back and like,
Oh yeah.
oh my gosh, it was ridiculous.
People just want to. And so they have so roll racing at the light is a little different, because you can kind of creep, and I hate that shit. Slingshot, engage, hobby type stuff,
And if on the roll racing side of things, if sometimes things happen in roll racing that other guy doesn't mean for them to happen. Sometimes it's dang hard to line up from there to there, right? Sometimes that ain't easy. And different people drive different ways and their cars react different ways, and it's fine. When you go 3 rounds and you're legitimately just screwing with the guy or lagging back or jumping the gun and playing games, like it's just awesome. Just stop doing that, right? Like I said it last year. I was like, why do you want to come out here not to find out if your car is faster? Right? You're not racing. You're trying to stretch the rules and figure out whether you can win something. And why does that mean anything to you faster? Right? You're not racing. You're trying to stretch the rules and figure out whether you can win something. And why does that mean anything to you? Did it better than you? Then you should go back to the drawing board, bro.
Yeah.
Like take it like a man.
I agree.
Yeah,
Well, I definitely look forward to seeing both of you guys. Of course, we'll be at a few other events as well. Are you going to any other events after FL2K?
I don't know yet. They're trying to get me to
Come
go
to
to
GTR Festival.
Yeah, they're trying to get me to go to GTR Festival. The problem is like Texas is a long ways away, and it's right after Florida. So like this is a big event for us. We're putting a lot of and I've got my team to think about. Right, like I've got a bunch of guys building a bunch of cars. Right, like I have 4 V10s that are coming to FL2K, which is in what, 3 weeks?
Yeah, 3 weeks.
They don't have engines in them yet.
Right.
So,
My transmission's not my car, so it's on the way. So
Right,
I know, I feel that.
So then you put your team through that, and then you're like, okay, cool. 3 weeks after that, we're gonna go to another one. Oh, and by the way, you gotta get in the truck and trailer, and drive halfway across the country too. You know, like I don't know. So I would love to. I think that event's gonna be really cool.
Yeah, it's in November, so I mean, you got time. I mean, I know
Yeah,
it's
right.
last time. I'm just gonna quick. It's a quick turnaround.
Set
Yeah.
cars up and
Yeah, I mean, just to go, man. I mean,
yeah, I think you have the race maybe. I mean,
you necessarily. I mean, I think it'd be great just to showcase the first one from Australia.
Yeah.
Man, like the experience in Australia was amazing. I went there, just everyone was cool. All the shops, they're cool with each other. They're talking a little shit, but it was a great experience. And seeing R32s, R33s, and R34s everywhere.
Yeah, that's cool.
It was cool shit. It was
Yeah, maybe we just come out without a car. I know Jan, if you know Jan, I mean, he's got a GTR, I mean, he wants to go. So maybe I'll tell him, you can use my truck and trailer, and I'm gonna get in an airplane, I'll see you there.
Yeah.
great.
But yeah, I mean, we might. Other than that, I mean, it's kind of a bummer that the whole DCT World Cup thing isn't happening again. It's a little bit of a bummer, so that's not gonna be a thing. So probably just prepping for, well, I don't know, is TRC doing their Street Kings thing again?
Oh, they might be doing
Yeah,
that.
Yeah, it should be.
If TRC does their Street Kings here, we'll come to that.
I'll probably go to that too.
Yeah, if they do their Street Kings thing, we did that last year, and it was fun, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, so nice, we're 35 minutes from here.
Man,
It's
it's
gonna be packed there too.
Oh yeah, it's big, right?
I like this vibe.
Yeah.
Tampa's a good city. I like to have fun, and every year that I come here, a lot of car guys. You know, we can go out to the little right. Tampa's not too far. And everyone's like kind of getting together with the car scene. I love this spot. I shout out to Vic because this spot's
Shout out
awesome.
to Vic.
Yeah,
Shout out to
sure.
Vic. Thank you. Shout out to Vic.
And I know he's trying to get money in people's pockets. You know?
Yeah,
I know
it's
he's
all
trying.
right, yeah.
But you know, you got to make it make sense. You know?
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you know, if like you said earlier, we'll say this before we go, but you know, if these tracks were offering $500,000, everybody would be.
Sure, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
Trying to win.
hostile.
And Vic's trying to make it happen. You know,
Yeah,
but
it
he's
is.
got to have the attendance, and we got to understand that. You got to respect that.
Right.
He's got to have the shops, the vendors, and the attendance to make that happen. That's why we're gonna push this really hard. You know, shout out to Vic for bringing his track out here. I think this is a great spot in Florida.
Plus, this area is, I know we gotta go, but like, this area is a hidden gem. You got Sarasota, Bradenton, right on the water, there's freaking Ritz-Carlton, there's marinas, there's cool restaurants, there's, downtown St. Pete. If you've been to downtown St. Pete, it is awesome.
Is there a casino down here?
Oh, yeah, there is, absolutely there is. Yep, casino down here, I got a couple of customers that go.
Cars, blackjack.
Yeah.
Strip club.
You got water, you got, intercoastal, you got ocean, you've got cars, it really is, it's a hidden gem. And Tampa, it's a culture packed little city.
And then Orlando's not too far too, so.
Yeah, it's like an hour, right?
Yeah.
An hour and a half.
So,
I do appreciate you guys for making this happen.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. Lots of fun. Yeah.
Appreciate you. And if you can let the viewers know where to find you guys on social media platforms.
Sissio Performance, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, all that fun jazz. And come say hi at Florida 2K. And come to Florida 2K. Is this coming out before Florida 2K?
Yes, it is.
Come to Florida 2K. It is going to be an awesome time. Like you said, it's a vibe.
Yeah.
It's going to be really cool. And Clea's going to be out here racing his car.
Yeah,
and all
that's
that
Clea's,
stuff.
yeah, please.
It's a lot of fun.
Shout out to him, because every year I come here, he lets me park my car in his little section. He's
Yeah.
really
He's doing that all-wheel drive shootout the day before. Too.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I'm here for that too.
Yeah, I'm racing it.
Oh, you are?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're already racing it.
So I've been
I'll
here.
see that.
Have fun. Dan Rue on all platforms. Shout out to the shop Houston for helping me build my car and making shit go fast.
Steve. Oh, oops.
Relax.
Sorry, I'm sorry. Those guys know I love them. You know,
It's all good, it's all good.
Alright guys, well this is great, man. Thank you guys so much for making this happen. Thank you for your time. I know it was super last minute, but yeah, I'm actually happy that that you were able to.
I was thinking about being 35 minutes away.
So that concludes this episode, guys. Make sure you guys come out to FL2K October 3rd to the 6th at Bradenton Motorsports Park in Bradenton. And if you guys are listening and watching, make sure you guys hit that like button. Make sure you guys also subscribe to the channel, and make sure you guys are listening on all streaming platforms. Until next time, guys, we will catch you on the next one. Peace.
As a mom of two boys, having health insurance is extremely important. I am beyond thankful for having coverage through healthcare.gov. It covers all our doctor's appointments, including emergency care.
Healthcare.gov. Enroll by December 15th.
If I put our car together, he put his car together, with 2J would outlive the VR38.
That's false.
We don't break crankshafts, we don't break blocks.
Look at it. You put two the same caliber in the same chassis, the VR38 is going to go 3 tenths faster.
That is bullshit. What is that? How is that even, what are you
It's just a
saying?
better motor. It's going to make more power. It's going to be more reliable.
It's not. What round of qualifying are you going to be ready for? Because I want to settle this before we get off camera. I want it locked in.
Q1.
First round of qualifying, I'm going to beat the first round of qualifying.
What's up, guys? So since you guys have been enjoying the podcast so much, we're dropping our first official Street Alpha Podcast set merch. So we have all sizes. Make sure you guys hit the links below to get your merch, and also make sure you guys get your keychains and menus to support the brand. Also, make sure you guys cop the Street Alpha GSF collab merch. It is so fire. You guys need to get yours. So cop out before you sell out. Welcome back to another episode of the Street Alpha Podcast. I am your host, Soups, and today we are in Florida at Bradenton Motorsports Park. We have two rivalries here. We have Victor, who owns the track, and we have Matt in the shop, Houston in Texas. Let's give a round of applause to both of you guys.
My son.
So we thought this would be cool to do because basically we've never had, aside from Dan and Boosted Lucky, we've never had other rivalries as well on the podcast. So you built Dan Ruth's car, right?
Yep.
Right. So he was on the podcast as well. We hope to see his car coming out soon. And we did our episode previously, pretty much talking about the background of New York street racing and how you come from New York to now owning Bradenton. So huge congrats to you.
Thanks, sir.
So you also own Induction Performance.
Yep.
Correct?
Cool.
Cohen,
Yeah.
right? So you have a lot of experience with the 2J platform, like you spoke about previously.
Yep.
And you build a lot of 2Js, basically only 2Js, correct?
Yeah, I mean, at this point, we pretty much only focus on 2J stuff. We sell ship engines all over the world. And that's, I mean, we're a 2J shop at this point, yeah.
Right. So then, Matt, you are primarily GTR focused? Or
Yeah.
you do other platforms?
Yeah, I mean, we do a little bit of everything, to be honest, but our primary specialty is the GTRs.
The GTR.
Yeah, so we do some B10 stuff like we were talking about yesterday. I think we do probably one B10 specialties, the GTRs.
The GTR.
Yeah, so we do some B10 stuff like we were talking about yesterday. I think we do probably one B10.
And so I thought this would be cool as well because you guys can pretty much go into the kind of details of each platform and why you feel the 2J is better than the VR38, why you feel the VR38 is better than the 2J.
He doesn't really feel that the
First things first, the one thing Victor has to know is it's okay to be wrong. You know?
Okay.
It's hard pill for him to swallow. One of the guys that works at Induction actually was introduced me to that saying, because it happens a lot, you know.
You can say whatever you want, but it's very easily proven wrong. And luckily, we're in the same class at FL2K, so we sit the same turbo.
This is the biggest rivalry of two people who have never raced each other.
So you guys have never raced each other at all?
Every time my car comes out, Vic's car's broken.
No, I've always
It's the
been
craziest thing
I've
I've
always
ever
been
seen.
kind of like a mentor. Like Matt's like my son, so I'm always the one helping him go fast. And I haven't raced that much in the last couple of years.
That makes sense. When I started to race juniors when I was a kid, my dad put his car away for a long time. That's kind of what happened.
But now I'm back. So yeah, our cars will be same class, and we've talked about racing for years.
Yeah.
And he actually ran from me at World Cup Finals one year when we brought Booger and we were supposed to race.
He was nowhere to be. He was there, but like just in hiding. But now our cars will be on the same property, and I know people here, so I will shut this shit down.
I brought one
And I will have
Florida last year for a month. Couldn't find booger anywhere. They sold it.
the car was sold.
Next thing I know, it was posted up for sale.
Because we had a new car coming. But listen, it
They
doesn't
had to
matter.
build another car
Nothing
just to
matters.
come out and race.
I can arrange that we race at FL2K. I promise you. You may not like it, but I can arrange that we race at FL2K.
I'm never not gonna race, you know. Now it's like apples to oranges, though, you know.
So FL2K is October 3rd to the 6th. If you guys are in Florida, you guys should definitely stop by. I've never been to FL2K. I went to TX2K this. So FL2K is October 3rd to the 6th. If you guys are in Florida, you guys should definitely stop by. I've never been to FL2K. I went to TX2K this.
Over the years, like, you have to like cater to your demographic and the people that come to your event. So over the years, they've gotten a little different as far as like the classes and the culture a little bit. Like they focus a lot more on the roll race than we do. And our drag classes are slightly different, similar but different. But I mean, yeah, it's Florida's version of TX2K. That was the birth of it. Like when I wanted to do an event, I called Peter. I think I talked about it in the show. Yeah, like I called Peter Block and I was like, hey man, like I want to do it and I want to call it this, and we made an arrangement, we made a deal, and we did it. But yeah, it's I mean, really, it's like it's a lifestyle event. It's a party. Like you have a good time. It's a reunion of all the people you would normally see once a year at TX2K or at World Cup Finals. Imports, domestics, exotics, roll racing, drag racing. A lot of good vendors. Really, I mean, honestly, like our sponsor list is insane. And like all really good, high quality companies. They'll be all set up through here selling merch, selling products, and it's a cool time, man. Like it's a hard event to go to and not enjoy. My biggest thing every year is that I don't get to enjoy it as much because I'm working.
Right.
But I always wish that I could just come and be a spectator or be a racer here.
Yeah. So now you guys are going to be apparently racing in the same class with your cars?
Yeah, like you were saying, the Supra is in the Extreme 28 class. That's the class I'm racing with my cars here.
Yeah, so our shop Supra, so we mentioned Booger. So we had a customer, a friend of ours, that had a car that we called Booger that we raced for years. And then in the background, we were rebuilding our Supra, the copper Supra.
Yeah.
And it's done now. And, you know, it's run well. We had some issues with it at the reunion, some electrical issues, so the car got completely rewired. And we're about to start testing it again now to get ready for FL2K. But I mean, they're very, you know, now his car is rear wheel drive, turbo 400, rear wheel drive, so is ours, both on a 275 tire. I'm on an 88 millimeter turbo, I think you're on an 88 millimeter turbo. I have a better engine, he's got a VR38, and we're gonna see what's up, see what happens.
He's got a 1900 pound Pro Mod, double frame rail car.
We can go over this,
I got
that's not the case, that's not the case, that is not the case at all. I mean, yeah, I think our car it's definitely lighter. That's a you problem, not a me problem. But I mean, at the end of the day,
worst case, I just sell it like I did Booger and build another car to compete.
You'll have to. You will sell it after FL2K.
I would have sold it the last one.
You'll have to sell it. But I mean, the class Extreme 28 is really cool because it's like a place for cars that used to run like our street car shootout or whatnot. And then like they start to get faster and faster and become less of a street car. We created this class as a place for them to go.
Right.
So like, you know, our cars, if you were to look at them, they're like street style cars, right? You know, steel roofs, steel quarters, they have doors. Like they look like his car looks like a GTR. Our car looks like a Supra. You know what I mean? It's not some like stupid looking shit. So we needed a place for those cars to go. And I mean, it should be cars going from like 620 to 650 in the quarter mile, which is really cool. And it's also cool because like we'll have, so I mean, I'm hoping that they have it done, but Brett Lasala, he sold his car, got a new car. He won Extreme 28s at the reunion and at FL2K, I think.
Yep.
Yes.
And then he won everything last year.
Yeah, last year Brett Lasala, he won TX2K, like he was on a tear. But anyways, they got a new car. Hopefully it's ready for that. Larry Redden, he has the 2J Orange 240. So we had the radial record for like a week or two. We had the fastest import on a 275 radial, and then they came and got it. We went 634, they went like 632 or something like that. Max car should hopefully be in that range. What's your PP?
We've been 660s, going like 40s in the year. We've been 20s in the year already, and then try to break them out in a couple weeks and test it. We should be in the same wheelhouse.
Yeah,
trying
they
to
should
get it
be.
done into the teens. I would love to see it go 4-0 or something, but I think it can go into the teens pretty easily.
Yeah, so, that 8th mile will target like a 6:20, 6:30, something like that. So, I mean, it's really, really, really good racing. It's going to come down to who makes the right call as a tuner, who cuts a better light, and who can go all the rounds. Because, I mean, no matter what, like, we joke when we kid, but at the end of the day, at that level, it's hard to race. Like, you're
especially imports.
you're gonna break shit. It is what it is, right? So, like, you got to make it through hopefully 3 or 4 rounds of qualifying, and then hopefully 3 or 4 rounds of eliminations.
Especially racing the quarter adds a whole nother
Yeah,
thing on top of it.
Yeah,
Like, if I make one good pass in the quarter that's gonna get me on the ladder, like I'm not gonna probably run it again. It's just like hard. These big block cars and pro line cars and Hemi cars and stuff like that. Like they can go 70 runs and they adjust the valves and of course they have something.
It's like power per cubic inch. Like especially our engine's a 3.2 liter.
Yeah.
And it probably makes 2,500 horsepower to run what we run. Like that's a lot of freaking power. You know what I mean? And his is like a 5 liter.
That's a 5 liter.
It makes like 2,000 horsepower.
I was gonna say it's a 5 liter.
No, mine is considerably bigger though. It's a 4.3.
Okay.
And it makes the same. I mean, we went 221 at 2K. It's got to be 2,400 range.
No, probably more because your car's heavy.
It is heavy.
Yeah.
Much heavier. Much heavier.
So what was the reason for
That's
the rear wheel drive? Was it because CH400?
We brought out Turbo 400 all-wheel drive originally, and we just didn't have enough background because it uses an R32 GTR transfer case.
Okay.
And this was 2 years ago. This March will be 3 years TX2K, and it just didn't. We didn't have enough billet parts in the transfer case. All that stuff's made in Australia.
Right.
Anybody that's going fast drag racing, that's in Australia.
Right.
So you'd be surprised. It's very hard to get information from some of those guys.
I wouldn't even be that surprised.
You try to ask them like, hey, can you build me a transfer case? They just don't answer. Contact us through email, I'll do this, that. You send them an email, no answer. So we were able, as soon as we turned the lockup on the converter, it shredded the transfer case. And we were making such good progress with the car at that point, I didn't want to stop and try to figure out the transfer case thing.
Yeah.
So I put it to rear wheel drive. And then the car started going pretty fast to the point where we knew it had the potential to actually be a competitor in a class like X 275. But it had twin turbos. And I tried calling everybody I know that knew John Sears.
The rule maker.
Yeah. So
he was trying to
I
make
called
rules
Victor.
to suit him.
Right.
At that point I was IRS, rear wheel drive, way heavier than everybody else, way smaller motor, you know what I'm saying? So I was like trying to get the car to fit as a set. Yeah,
so his car, which I think is cool because it's so much easier to work on, and now he can do class race it, his car is the same.
Yeah, so now we put a class legal 275, Pro 88 on it.
How much easier is it to work on that car?
After we decided to do that, we designed the car with serviceability in mind. So now it's got a crossover pipe like a single turbo LS or something like that with forward-facing manifolds.
Right.
And you can pull that crossover off and yank the motor out of the header still attached to it and everything. So it's way easier to service. It's much easier to work on. But once we committed to that, it just kind of all went down, because we went 4-link because the IRS was inconsistent. And then we really wanted to race it next, so then we went single turbo. So there's no all-wheel drive back in sight for that thing ever. Now we redid the whole front end. It's got spindle mount fronts, so
it's probably in my
thing ever. Now we redid the whole front end. It's got spindle mount fronts, so
it's probably in my.
You're gonna get. I mean, I'm sure there's some people that can argue the all-wheel drive car, but even on the street, these small tire guys want 60 foot every GTR on the street, guaranteed. They're gonna put the GTR's advantage on the street is nothing anywhere near the starter because it's gonna leave second almost every time unless you guess unlucky, and it's the GTR's advantage on the street is nothing anywhere near the starter because it's gonna leave second almost every time unless you guess unlucky, and it's going to leave every single time.
Yeah,
but
it'll
put it all down on the back. So
bounce around and do all kinds of dumb shit. And the other thing is you can't competitively race with the GR6 transmission because, like you said, you can't
Old Spice Gentleman Super Hydration Body Wash with 24/7 moisturization and vitamin D3. Frightening free radicals are everywhere. Luckily, our wonderful antioxidants help defend decaying skin. Real life is scary. Protect yourself from free radicals.
A CRM shouldn't weigh your budget down. It should lift your teams up. A CRM shouldn't hide fees. It should save you money. It should lift your teams up. A CRM shouldn't hide fees. It should save you money. A CRM shouldn't slam you with ads. It should work with the tools you need. A CRM shouldn't leave you in the dark. It should deliver insights clear as day. Get started for free.
No matter what, if you can't bump in, so you have to go in, hit the brake, hit the gas, get on the launch control. The guy next to you is already like done, ready to go. And if it's a pro tree, the tree already came down.
Yeah.
So now you have to wait for it to build boost, then let go of the brake. Do this at like 60-foot cone. I mean, you have to be like a second faster to catch it. So like to competitively drag race and be able to race on a pro tree, like there's really no other way.
No, there's not. I've tried it every other way there is. You know, like even at Woco Funnels, there's no sportsman trees ever. So like you have to know the car in the other lane. I leave my window cracked so I can hear them and know what I need to do. You know what I'm saying? So you have to try to get them to light the top bolt and roll in double.
There's no way to do it. It's
Not
just
get on too soon. It's really hard.
They're not good drag race cars with the GR6.
And even all those things, if you did all those things right, and it sat on launch control for just too long and it heated up the clutch just too much, it's going to have like a 2/10 delay anyways. So you're going to be cutting up a 300 light even if you know we're dead on. Right. So it just, for me, I actually love racing the car. And I needed to do what was better for being a competitor because, you know, we like you said, we can talk as much shit about 2Js versus VR all the time. Like the car is capable of going really fast.
Yeah.
That was just holding me back, you know. So then again, it's been 6s with the GR6 in it, but it doesn't matter because
it's hard to do consistent.
You can't win the events. Who cares?
GR6s break a lot. They're also really expensive.
Really expensive. Yeah.
You can buy a whole M&M transmission setup like the 400 has, right? And have 20 grand. You can buy two.
Yeah, you can sell the used trans out of the car, buy the trans in converter, and have money left over. Yeah.
And again, now you can go to World Cup finals. You can go to Street Car Takeover. You can go run the 275 with the message guys.
Yeah.
You can come to F1 2K. Like you can do.
That was my deciding factor. I told him yesterday. Believe it or not, my GR6 never broke. I would send it to get service as much as I could because I couldn't afford it if it did break at that time. And it was like, so anytime the car was down, I sent the trans to shed to look through. Hey, this gear has a crack in it. You know, might want to replace it. You know, and I would replace it, and the thing never broke. But every single time I go to Maryland, because it was like my favorite race, every single time I go up there, I'm like, damn, I'm driving 30 hours right now, and I don't know if my trans, that's 50 grand, is going to make it one pass or 100 passes. And I'm not going to be able to cut a light, you know, so the one time it did break, that was it. I was like, all right, I'm not doing this again.
Yeah, and like, the reality is that, like everything else, the GTR is an amazing platform for a street car. Like the all-wheel drive, the fact that you can build a 2,000 horsepower GTR and like have AC and just drive around like a normal car, like amazing platform for a street car, roll race car, you know, whatever. But if you want to competitively drag race, I don't know that you could pick a worse car.
No, it's only a good car to race against other GTR.
Yeah, which is why like GTR
that's
World
not
Cup, like GTR World Cup existed, and then DCT World Cup, and they only race.
GTR classes,
Yeah.
2K, but if you look at them, they're all sportsman treat classes.
Yeah.
Like the race has to be catered to that.
Yeah.
So if you want to go out and run a small tire race, or run which the car would fit in the class, or run a street car takeover, and you want to run a small tire race, or run which the car would fit in the class, or run a street car takeover, and you want to run that 6 with the GR6 in it, and stuff like that. After that, I only wanted to race the car. What are you gonna do? Run a 5-second pass?
Yeah.
So where are you gonna go after that? You're just gonna keep throwing money at transmissions and crankshafts and all this stuff to race it 3 times a year against a bunch of other nerds? Like, nobody wants to do that. So I love racing shafts and all this stuff. To race it 3 times a year against a bunch of other nerds? Like, nobody wants to do that. So I love racing. My turn's gonna make it through one event and then go race another. My turn's gonna make it through one event and then go race another. Second Hail Mary Derby, I think. There was one in the fall because World Cup got canceled. And then there was one in the spring. We did it, the one in the spring, and we went up to Import Revival in Maple Grove, one of Miller's events, and raced up there and won the all-wheel drive class there. And it just Revival in Maple Grove, one of Miller's events, and raced up there and won the all-wheel drive class there. And it just forward facing.
Yeah.
So we're making a kit right now that puts the 400 in the rear.
Okay.
IRS
Corvette.
exactly like a Corvette. So it's gonna bolt in, have a drive shaft, and you can put your car back to a GR6 if you want to, and sell the car. So you don't have to rebuild, because a lot of these guys have drag cars.
Yeah.
And now these World Cup's not going, so they have 2 events a year that they can bring these drag GTRs to. They have $300,000 in it, $400,000, $500,000, $1 million.
So it's a lot of money. It's a lot of to properly build a GTR. I mean, yeah, great platform, but it's a lot of money.
Yeah.
You can build a Fox Body Mustang with a VR38 if you wanted to, or with a 2J, or with a small block Ford or whatever, and have a 6-second car for probably a third of what it costs to build a GTR.
But you start looking at it like that, and you're like, damn, I'm putting as much money into racing this thing 2-3 times a year as I would to run a whole program. Because at the end of the day, I think Victor can agree, at a certain level of racing, it all starts to cost about the same.
Yeah.
When you get up to like pro mods and stuff like that, it takes another step up, but like even some of these sport front cars, they have 2 trainings. When you get up to like pro mods and stuff like that, it takes another step up, but like even some of these sport front cars, they have 2 trainings.
Under the pits, and people are working on their cars, like they're changing engines, they're putting pistons in them, like in between rounds. And you come here for FL2K, and all the Honda guys are working on their shit, changing engines, whatever. But it's a big payout, like for the Honda guys. When we did it, when we ran for 20 grand at FL2K, that was like the biggest payout for a front wheel drive ever. Now it's like we do it. World Cup is doing it this year. I think HJ has done it now. Now it's becoming more of the norm. But like that brings out the best competition.
Somebody asked me the other day.
Nobody wants to slow their car down. They want to run it hard and break it. They have to. You know what I mean?
What do you think about? But that's the thing. Another thing that we can touch on too is like nobody races for money. But the big payouts draw the competitors, so people come out to compete. But at the end of the day, like if it came down to splitting the pot or getting the trophy, I'm taking the trophy every single time. And like
yes and no. I mean
it depends on the size of the pot.
The big payouts bring out, like he said, really good competition, so people enjoy it.
What's a big payout? Like what's
like 20 grand to win that front wheel drive? That's a lot of money. Like when we do World Series of Pro coming up, it's gonna be 150 grand to win. Like if you win, you get 100. And that race is winner take all.
That's a very good pop.
That's a lot of money, but when it does, like it's
if you're talking about that, I would never even 20 grand. I would probably split the pot. But like most of these races you go to, you're racing for 2,500 and it costs you 10,000 to get there.
Correct. Yeah. So that's our thing. Like we want you that
races you go to, you're racing for 2,500 and it costs you 10,000 to get there.
Correct. Yeah. So that's our thing. Like we want you that it's bigger races like that, the bigger payouts like that. It just there's more to be said about it. And like, because it brings out the best competition.
Yeah.
I don't want to go to, and I'm not knocking it, but like, let's just say you go to, and I won't name an event, but let's say you go to one of these like smaller events that has a front wheel drive class. If I show up and I go 790 and the next fastest car goes 840 and I win, I won't even post it on Facebook. Like, you know, you're like, that's not an accomplishment. But if I show up and I qualify with a 790 number like 8, and I go to the final and I win, and I beat a bunch of gangsters to get there.
Yeah.
You guys you're gonna delete me on Facebook because I'm gonna be talking so much shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna talk as much as I can. I'm gonna beat my chest. And I'm gonna be proud of that win. So like TX2K, FL2K, World Cup Finals, like for the streetcar guys, you win one of those, like you're a legend. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is.
Yeah.
And we created, and that's what all of the big promoters, what we want to do is create this stage and like this huge stage and have the live feed and all the YouTube people here, like as many people as possible watching, because we want that when you win, you feel like you are like in the drag racing Hall of Fame. And if you don't feel that way, it's not even like, it's not that much fun. We all love to race, we all love to make passes in our cars, whatever, but saying you won, like having a cup, a World Cup, that's huge. And not a lot of people can say they have a cup, you know what I mean? Like, that race been going on for 25 years. I know like 3 or 4, I know a lot of people that race. I know 3 or 4 people that have a cup. You know what I mean? It's 25 years, and there's multiple classes. So, yeah, but anyways, not to get off subject, I think Extreme 28s, again, it's a good payout.
Yeah.
It's a class that's growing. Cars like Brett's car, Cleveland ran it last year in Mullet, Larry ran it, our Supra, which we made some noise beginning of the year with our car, we were breaking records and chasing numbers and stuff like that. His car, I think it's going to have a lot of attention on it. And I think the competition is going to be fierce, and yeah, we're going to do what we got to do to win. That guy Keith Raya, he was here at the reunion. He went to the final with Brett, and I think he went they both went like 630s or something like that, 620, 630. That's that white SN95. But that guy Keith Raya, his car wheelied like half track, and he had to pedal it, otherwise he would have won. He would be SN95. But that guy Keith Raya, his car wheelied like half track, and he had to pedal it, otherwise he would have won. Somebody would have beat Brett.
Right.
But yeah, it'll be
cool
cool.
too. The class is gonna have a lot of different stuff.
Yeah, it's 2Js,
Last year
VR38, yeah.
Two GTRs.
That's enough to have a 2J?
No, that doesn't have a K-Series. Now it's an LS, and I think he might come Eric Jarvis. He has a twin turbo LS.
K-Series?
Yeah, and it was fast. It went like 720s or something like that, 740s.
But it's like a class that's gonna be really fast, and you're not just watching the same 10 cars go over and over.
To me, even like front wheel drive, like this year, we're not calling it XFWB or whatever. Like we're using the rules from Chris Miller's race and Maple Grove. So it's X Street. So like we have like MR race and Maple Grove. So it's X Street. So like we have like MR2 that signed up, we have K-Series rear wheel drive, so like a little bit of diversity, because like my opinion is TX2K, I hate watching the GTRs race because they race each other. No, bro, it sucks. It's not.
Right, but I want to watch 400 Civics.
It's not entertaining. No, I just said it. I would prefer to see Civics racing other cars, and I think the people in the stands would too. You know what I mean? Like that's just more. I just said it. I would prefer to see Civics racing other cars, and I think the people in the stands would too. You know what I mean? Like that's just more. The street racing is because there's no bullshit. It's not. Oh, he left first. Oh, if there's none of that. If that win light down there comes on and it says win on your time slip, you won. That's it. You know what I mean? Like
the only time that bullshit happens is when the roll racing happens.
Yeah, which is also not real racing. You know what I mean? So this is like FL2K is real. Like this is real competitive drag racing in every class. Our streetcar class, front wheel drive class, stick shift class. Our stick shift class has the biggest payout of any stick shift class that's ever happened. We're doing 20 grand to win this year.
I think a lot of people are starting to follow suit with that too, which is a huge thing for drag racing in general.
Yeah.
Somebody hit me up a couple months ago. Hey, I'm doing this event, whatever. I said, just advertise a huge payout.
Yeah.
Guarantee 10,000.
I agree.
And it's in the Northeast. And I said, guarantee 10,000. That's gonna bring all your small tire guys up.
Yeah.
You know, 10,000 to win small tire. All those guys are gonna put their radials on and come off the track.
Yeah.
You know.
If I had to say like one thing that I was part of, or one thing that I've done in my time in like the drag racing industry that I'm most proud of, is driving payouts up.
Customize and save with Liberty Mutual!
Super hydration keeps me 24/7 moisturized and smells like a Fiji vacation.
Like, I don't care, I mean, it may sound arrogant, but when I started, and I started paying people, paying classes the way that I did, everybody else started to follow suit. When I went on Facebook a couple times and started getting on people about guaranteed payouts, everybody else started advertising guaranteed payouts. But like at Bradenton, I stand on this shit. If I say that it's 10 grand to win and one car shows up, give me that man 10 grand. That's just what it is. But because of that, I get the support that I do. I mean, when we had COVID, we did a race here at the reunion. We had
it was awesome.
like 3 weeks to promote this race. So at all the races everywhere get canceled.
It was literally like, fuck it, let's just.
I was like, yo, you know what? Let's just do a race. Spent like 3 days coming up with the name and like 10 days promoting it, and then we had the race, and it was packed because everybody
wanted the race.
Well, everybody wanted the race, but people came from everywhere because they know like we're gonna give you a good surface. And we're gonna give you a good payout, and the shit's guaranteed. There's no bullshit. It is what, like, you come, you win, you get paid, you get treated like you want. That's it. And that's what like makes the sport continue on, and that's what motivates people. There are people at home that are like, they have a car that they've been working on for a little while, and they took a break from it, or they have a car that has been collecting dust because they just got tired of racing it. They see like people competing on that level, and then being rewarded on that level, and like, yo, we gotta go get my shit done. We gotta go.
It doesn't even, like I said before, the payouts are awesome, but like there's a lot of different things that'll drive people to come to a race. Like since the beginning of FL2K, maybe not the beginning, because I wasn't around in the beginning, but like since I started coming to FL2K, there's big checks.
Yeah.
There's people that have won a million races, never had a big check.
Yeah.
I couldn't wait to get a big check. I got a big check for Miller's race actually, but like that thing probably costs next to nothing.
It's cheaper than a trophy.
Compared to trophy.
It's cheaper than a trophy, but it's cooler than a trophy.
You get a big FL2K trophy and a big check and stuff. Like people come to snowboard, people want to win a snowboard, like they want to win a trophy. You get a big FL2K trophy and a big check and stuff. Like people come to snowboard, people want to win a snowboard, like they want to win. It's not even live stream. We're watching some guy live on YouTube. You know, just because we wanted to. We're about to book a flight yesterday.
We literally were about to fly out
and fly back into this podcast.
Go to that.
We wanted to. We're about to book a flight yesterday.
We literally were about to fly out
and fly back into this podcast.
Go to that race and then fly back to the podcast, just because the stakes are so high that you just want to see, what are these cats gonna do to win? Because they'll do anything. You know what I'm saying? Like $100,000.
Bro, it doesn't matter.
$100,000, whatever it takes.
When you're a competitor, you're a competitor. You know.
Like $100,000.
Bro, it doesn't matter.
$100,000, whatever it takes.
When you're a competitor, you're a competitor. You know. With that, but we'll run it back to 5,000. But you got a hot lap and Rob said we'll load the thing up to win that one race. You know what I'm saying? And everybody will do that. Now imagine doing it for 100 grand.
Oh, dude. So how do you get the cost higher? Because
it's hard. It's hard. So like one of the things, I mean, when I took over here, the cost of entry was so low. Like the tech card was like $100 to race.
Okay.
But the payout was also low. So I'm like, yo, as a competitor, if you told me I could pay $100 to race for $1,500, or I can pay $250 to race for $5 grand or $10 grand, I'm doing that all day.
Yeah.
So we like slowly started increasing that, and then sponsor support's the biggest thing, and then you have to sell a lot of tech cards. Like you have to get participation.
Right.
It's really hard to do without participation. Like it's really hard.
It's up to them. It's up to the guys that are promoting the event and running the event. Because I've been to events that make hundreds of thousands of dollars, and you're paying $250, $300 for a tech card, and you get $3,500. I want a major event. Again, not gonna name. And I won a major event a couple of years ago, and we won the roll race, and we won the drag race. We got paid more for the roll race than we did for the drag race. Drag race winner was like $1,500. This is a couple of years ago. It's 2000.
I feel like
2018, I think.
I feel like at that point, like it almost like
I dragged my car.
You're almost like, damn, like I did all this for this.
Yeah, because even $5,000 is like, oh, that's awesome. It doesn't even begin to scratch. Doesn't begin. I was gonna say doesn't even begin to scratch the surface on that. But I just dragged a bunch of cars down across the country from Connecticut to get $1,500, and it's like that's cool if the event was a dud. Dragged a bunch of cars down across the country from Connecticut to get $1,500, and it's like that's cool if the event was a dud. Big money to enter, and like $2,500 to enter, $5,000 to win.
That's insane.
But
it's insane.
it was a different kind of event. This wasn't a regular. That event, the reason for entry costs being so high is totally different. It was catered meals every day, banquet ceremony at night.
Good.
It was a totally different experience. But I'm just saying, you'll see both sides.
Right.
And then you go somewhere like XRP and you pay $10 for a tech card, and you're racing for $100.
Yeah.
You know, so it all comes down to the event.
I feel like I would feel stupid having my $200,000 GTR sitting behind me and me holding up this big check that says $1,500, and I just drove across the country. Like that's just dumb. That is fucking dumb. Like, yo, that's wild. Like, you know what I mean? And like, so I've always said I feel like I have an unfair advantage when it comes to like promoting races and stuff because I look at it from a competitor standpoint because I'm a competitor. You know, I look at it like that. I look at it as a shop. You know, sponsor standpoint. Like when I sponsor an event, what I look at when I sponsor an event isn't even always the return on investment. If I'm giving you $5,000 to sponsor X275 and the payout's $5,000, we have a problem because where's all the tech card money going? And there's two sponsors on the top, so it's Induction Performance and the Shop Houston X275. So we gave you $10,000, the tech cards are another $5,000, and you're paying $5,000. Where did the $10,000 go? Like I look at that, like I want to influence the payout, and I want to motivate racers to keep racing because the more they race, the more they break. And if you look at that, like I want to influence the payout, and I want to motivate racers to keep racing because the more they race, the more they break.
And if you approached me and said, hey, listen, you know, I need another sponsor for this class, it's all going to the racers. So now the payout for the class just went from $2,500. He needs $2,500 from me as a sponsor, and it just goes. And if you approached me and said, hey, listen, you know, I need another sponsor for this class, it's all going to the racers. So now the payout for the class just went from $2,500. He needs $2,500 from me as a sponsor, and it just goes straight to $5,000. Like you're going to be way more incentivized instead of putting money in somebody else's pocket.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So there's a lot of people that do that in our industry. You know what I mean? So like I don't like, you know, we pay the money. Like we want the racers to be so pumped to win and do whatever it takes to win, and we want the competition to be the best that it can for the people in the stands. So like there's just so many people overlook that stuff, and like it's important. I think it's really important because I feel like you're gonna get people off the streets, especially like people.
Well, you're bringing the pots from the streets to the track because you're racing for a lot more money on the street than you do at the track, and it costs anything to get to the hutch and race for $20,000, but you're gonna drag your car across the country to race for $1,500. That's crazy.
Nah, so like I think that, but if you look at it like TX2K, FL2K, World Cup Finals, and other events, whatever, Streetcar Takeover, they've changed the street scene drastically. Like street racing in the Northeast, it's really strong still, and there's a lot because there's no tracks.
Yeah.
But the rest of the country doesn't street race as much as it used to, because now we have opportunities. Cali, yeah, but they don't have any tracks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if you look at it, the states that are like getting busy in street racing, Cali, yeah, but they don't have any tracks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if you look at it, the states that are like getting busy in street racing, there's a lot of tracks doing it now too, but it's either no prep or they have no tracks.
New York and Cali, I think.
They have no tracks, and they street race like there's a lot of tracks doing it now too, but it's either no prep or they have no tracks.
New York and Cali, I think.
They have no tracks, and they street race like crazy. They have no tracks. You can't find a track in New York, you can't find a track in Cali. But like, if you live in the Tampa area, for example, Tampa, Sarasota, whatever, like if you live in Central Florida, South Florida, at some point you're almost it's kind of dumb to street race. Like, you're risking your car, you're risking your safety. There's not two barrier walls, there's not an ambulance. You're risking so much when we have a test and tune every week. Orlando Speed World has a test and tune every week. We have events all the time. They have events all the time. Like, there's so many options.
Yeah.
So the street racing in Florida is not anything like what it is, in the Northeast at all. Yeah, like, honestly, if you're in Florida, there's only two reasons to street race. You want to roll race, or your shit is slow and you need some sort of advantage to race this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because that's the truth.
Yeah.
Like, I grew up in this. So in New York, when I was coming up, people would call people out, and they knew that at the track this dude goes 1150s and I go 1250s. But you know what? I'm gonna leave him for him. I'm gonna ask him for a car. We talked about this. I'm gonna do whatever it takes to win, and like I'm gonna make it a race that I feel that I have a chance to win. You can't do that. You can't go.
I don't know, we can see that guy go red on devastation with the back tire.
I mean, but that's my point. Like, you have to go.
I don't know, we can see that guy go red on devastation with the back tire.
I mean, but that's my point. Like, you have to go.
I don't know, we can see that guy go red on devastation with the back tire.
I mean, but that's my point. Like, you have to. There's no cheating this shit. You have to win. There's no cheating this shit. You have to win. You have to earn it. Like, we know that have cars that are street race cars, and like we used to street race, and we've grown into race cars. You know what I mean? Like, we have to race here. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that is why you're seeing this segment of racing, like the GTRs, Supras, and all these cars doing more track racing. Seeing more events, and you're seeing higher payouts, and it's only going to get better from here. You just got to keep pushing it.
This episode of the Street Motor Podcast is brought to you by Race Motor. Bring your car from the streets to the track at Race Motor Racing Events in 2024. From Pocono Raceway, Maryland International Raceway, New Jersey Motorsports Park, and new this year, Maple Grove Raceway, Race Motor brings you top-tier road racing events. Their Olympic-style grading system ensures precise measurements for fair competition. From the high-friction NASCAR surface at Pocono to fully prepped drag strips, every race promises excitement and fairness. So bring yourself and your car and use the Aquapod for 10% off all tickets, spectate or race at racemotor.com. Excitement and fairness. So bring yourself and your car and use the Aquapod for 10% off all tickets, spectate or race at racemotor.com. Don't miss your chance to race with the best. How else can we get people to the track? Because drag racing kind of has this. I feel like drag racing kind of has this, like, it's not exciting.
But I think that's something. I think that's the thing, though. Like, again, depends where you're at. Like in the Northeast, I would agree with you 100%. And that you're going to see more people from the Northeast commenting that. You know what I'm saying? Like, because that's where you're from. But no, the track is intimidating. Like, your first time going to a track is commenting that. You know what I'm saying? Like, because that's where you're from. But no, the track is intimidating. Like, your first time going to a track is intimidating. The track are intimidating. Like, if I had a Supra that needed 1,200 horsepower and it was like a true street car, I don't want to put a roll cage in it. You know what I'm saying? But I can't come out here, they're gonna kick me out. You know what I mean? Yeah. We used to go to Englishtown and like you get one run and like get the fuck out of here, don't come back. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Echo used to depend on the day. Sometimes you could run a 740 with a lap belt.
Yeah.
And the next day, you couldn't.
But the rules are extremely intimidating and also kind of deter you. But that's gotten better. Like now, the newer cars, you can go like what 990s? Yeah, you can go 990s before you need a cage in a lot of the newer cars.
Yeah, back then it was 1290s or something. Like that. So literally any car after like stock 06, stock 01.
Yeah, it got to the point that
factory they don't even want to bring them.
Yeah,
they get kicked out.
It got to the point that the cars were getting so fast from the factory, but they were also getting to where like imagine your pillars and this and that. So they had to look at that and do something because you could buy a Tesla 5 and not get kicked out. You know what I mean? Like that don't make sense. So that's getting better. And I think just educating people like of what we really do. Because if you don't know, it's so different. Like the culture here is different, the format here is different, and it's intimidating. If you don't actually understand it, I can see it being like a turn on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but what he said is right because up there it's like I'm from up there. He's from up there too, but he left a lot sooner than I did. But there's no events that bring people out. None.
Sure.
When was the last time you went to Lebanon Valley? The stands were packed. The night of fire was here from just locals wanting to see fireworks and you know what I'm saying? Like, that sucks to say because that was my home track for a long time. And I love that track, but like there's nobody like Vic out there promoting stuff and pushing stuff and having these events. You think his first year FL2K was super successful and made a bunch of money? Like, he probably lost. I don't know this for a fact. He probably lost money the first year. You know, like
I did well, but I mean, it was hard. It was very hard, and I also just got lucky that I like had a good following and did it. But like, give me an example. I saw a flyer the other day for the first FL2K in 2013.
Yeah.
The payout for the entire event was $9,000.
High prices put the holiday spirit in danger. Aldi just saves the holidays. Shop Aldi first and save. It's an Aldi thing.
When you don't use VALS, dryer heat can be a real monster. It turns clothes into static magnets for your hair. Use VALS to stop it. If you want static-resistant clothes,
Introducing the new ESPN Maximum Bundle.
Was a month-ish before the holidays, the best time of year, and PetSmart was bringing the holiday cheer. With toys and treats and essentials like food, every pet got into a holiday mood. PetSmart, anything for pets.
Dry, brittle hair? New Pantene damage repair formulas are infused with provitamins, argan, and jojoba oils to repair weak inner hair bonds for stronger, healthier hair. Without the $90 price tag, it's intensive care for your hair. Pantene.
For every class combined, okay, we have probably 6 classes that pay more than that if you win. You know what I mean? Now this year, you know, like we pay out 150 grand, more than 150 grand. But that's from, you know, it's hard. I needed people to come when it was 9,000. It was very, very hard. If people had not shown up when the payout was 9,000, I never would have gotten here.
Right.
So you have to figure out what the demand is or what the way is to attract people to support it and to get into it. And people, I mean, there's a responsibility that like us car owners and us racers have of supporting the right, you know, drag races and the right races and the right promoters. But you know, you can only do it for so long. If I would have kept the payout at 9,000, FL2K also never would have grown into what it was. You know what I mean? Over the years, I always increased the payouts when I could. I changed the rules up to make it more welcoming for people and make the competition better. But I'm paying attention to that stuff. A lot of these people don't. They just look at the stands like, all right, we made how much money? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I put the competition before everything else because I always say this, and I can't say it enough. This is like coming to like a Broadway show. And the people that race, they're the paid actors. But in drag racing, you're not paid. The only way you're paid is if you win. But at least if you win, you get something decent. But like, without the racers, we have no show. Literally, think about it. If you're on a drag show, I'm charging you 20 or 30 bucks to get in here. What am I offering you? An opportunity to watch these guys race. So like, you gotta take care of them. You gotta make the competition good. You gotta make the rules right. You gotta make the payouts right, or you literally have nothing. They stop coming, and then you're gonna have a war. These people that paid to watch a race and they got nothing to race, it's not gonna be good. But again, just people don't pay. People don't pay.
You know, like if it rains, it's the worst event in the world. It's like, I don't know, you know, but so you gotta be careful about stuff like that. But like you said, I think it's just, and thinking more about the big payouts, it's not even about the big payouts. Like I said, it's more, but it's because it's a big prize, you know? It's 10,000 to win, but it's not about the dollar figure, it's about that it's a large thing to win, and you got more people competing.
I would agree with that. Like, I could say that we're going to give away a Corvette a brand new Corvette to the winner of World Series of Pro Mod. They would still all show up, you know what I mean? Because, like, yo, we went to this race and we won a brand new Corvette. Like, that's cool, you know what I mean? So, you need the competitor to engage and to be, like, wanting to share it on Facebook and talk about it and be like, yo, we're coming to win this $100 grand because more people are going to see it. Like, until you get to that point, like, drag racing the events will always suck, you know? But we gotta do something in the Northeast. The Northeast needs saved.
Yeah.
It's crazy. We need a track. We need something.
They'll shut down most of them.
It's terrible.
It's still a thing, but
well, they only do drifting.
Yeah.
So No E-Town for drag racing.
Aqua
No
gone
Aqua.
now?
Aqua's gone. Yeah, it's my point. It's gone, right? That's it.
Oh yeah, I remember they canceled it in the middle, a couple days before the event.
No, they finished. I think it was like Pan Ams or something, and then like the Tuesday after, they were like, we're
Yeah,
done.
there's another event coming up the next weekend.
There was. They were like, but literally like they had Pan Ams, and then they like 2 days later like, thanks for coming to the last Pan Ams ever.
Yeah, it's kind of out of nowhere. It's kind of random.
Yeah, what? That's crazy.
So you were speaking on basically like having the racers be like the show basically.
Yeah.
So you guys would be at F2K racing both of your cars. Where do you guys think you guys are going to sit at against each other?
Well, Vic will never sit next to me. We've already determined that. He sold one car. Now he's gonna race a sit.
You talking all that stuff? We can set something up right now on here. Everybody can see it. We can lock something in for first round of qualifying, second round of qualifying, third round of qualifying, whatever you want to do.
All I'm saying is I've never seen him in the car.
So, alright, so this is.
Oh man.
So this is the deal. I always drove my car, but I have the Civic that races in front wheel drive.
One time I actually offered to pay for his fuel to come to TXTK and he still turned around. He's halfway there and my car got oil pressure.
Let me finish what I'm saying. Front wheel drive is 20 grand to win. I'm coming off of a win at the reunion, and I am the only person in my camp that I will let drive my car, that I know can drive my car well. Like the front wheel drive car is really different to drive. It's difficult. Like you can be a great driver. I can't just throw you the keys to this car. So I have to drive it. I don't like driving two cars in an event. I feel like it's just way too easy to make a mistake. But I will make an exception for him, and I will fuck him up in qualifying for whatever he wants to do. But it's very simple. I mean, so hopefully, from a promoter standpoint, the rule should be that we're very close. That the competition is very close. And I think that if he gets his shit together, because he's still behind, but if he can catch up, and it can be close. But there's no shot. We're gonna beat the shit out of him anytime he lines up with us. That's it.
Yeah, I think it would be a drag race. I think I would leave the start line first for sure.
And
So I'd put more on that.
Troops. I've not made a pass in the Super since it came back out.
Yeah.
I will lock in right now to race this man in that. I've not made a pass in the car. I've not done a burnout in the car. And I'll lock in right now to race this man in that 2K. But he won't do that because he knows what time it is.
I'll lock. For sure. I don't even care. So like right now, I'm just gonna be honest.
Okay.
I'm out. No, not at all. I'm outdone, but I'm not scared.
Why do you feel like you're outdone?
Don't put this little excuse in there.
I'm not saying making an excuse at all. I'm just saying that car is a good car. Like that car is very well set up. Like if I was to do my car over, aside from ever putting a 2JZ anywhere near it, I would build it more like that car. We just talked about it on our way here. I have another roof and quarters. Like, had I known the car was going to be what it is now, I would have done some things differently. You know what I'm saying?
And I respect that. And that was literally why we built the car the way that we built it.
Yeah, because they saw my car last year, they sold the last one, they were like, we got to do something way different to beat this
I
guy.
offered to whoop you and Booker so many times, and those cars were exactly the same. I sold the car.
It wasn't even sold yet.
You remember?
It wasn't even sold yet.
I made a
all the way to Florida.
I made a post on Facebook. I think this man blocked me for a couple days because we were in the lanes. I posted a picture of the car in the lanes, and I could not find this man anywhere
They
at
put a
World Cup.
smaller turbo on it at World Cup so they could be out of my class.
That's not true either. That's not true either.
They went down the Street Fighter or something like that so they wouldn't have to be anywhere near me.
Listen, the
It's
2J.
understandable.
It's not even fair for me to say this because he's only done 660s. We've been 630s. It's not even fair for me to be attacking him.
That was your last PD, like 6.
Yeah, we went at 669 or something. Again, I'm not an excuse maker at all. This is 100% on us. You know, like we've never spent the time to really get the car dialed in. You know, so we ran into the 8th here a couple times, went pretty fast. Car was still wheeling and stuff like that. And then we took a race street car takeover. Then we went and took a race to the quarter at TX2K. We've never actually just sat here and then we changed turbo sizes. Then the turbos were surging, you know what I'm saying? It's like the car's never been really gone through. It's still kind of a little inconsistent, I'm not gonna lie. Like,
but I mean, to be fair, and I agree with everything you're saying, our car doesn't have 15 passes on it.
Oh yeah, no doubt. But like I said before, when we first started going, it was making so much progress so fast. Like it went 430s almost 2 years ago.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But with just a lot of stuff going on, I never actually just sat there and really got the car dialed in for the setup that it has. That's why I didn't change anything.
You got like 30 days.
I'm bringing it.
To get your shit right.
Oh, it'll be there.
But there's gotta be some sort of stakes, because I'm so sick and tired of you talking all this bullshit about these drunk ass VR38s. There's gotta be some sort of stakes. I'm gonna hook you up, I'm gonna give you what you want, and what are the stakes? Like, you gotta go to 2JZ tattoo or something. I'm sick of
and as long as he's not trying to buy himself out of the race. For the record, I was a 2J guy. I still have a Supra.
He sent his Supra to us to put it together. No, stop.
You
And
know?
he knows better. We talked about this
It's a great
yesterday.
car to make 900 horsepower.
Okay.
How long does that, real quick, how long does a VR38 crankshaft last at 2,000 horsepower?
Depends. I've had one last 3 years, but usually about a year. You got about a year.
How many passes?
I don't know.
That's a billet crank?
Yeah, it's considered miss.
The shit's break.
They break no matter what. Like, I don't care what anybody says. They come out here and say, because I
It's like a service.
there's plenty of.
You get like 5 oil changes and then a crankshaft.
There's plenty of guys that'll go and say, oh, I've had 5 years of my crank. Yeah, so have I, buddy. You know, but competitively racing the car with a lockup, with a, you know, now at this point, the trans used to be the weak point, and now once you have all this gangster shit around it, just like a 2J, the engine's a weak point on a car at that level. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to break that M&M before they blow a head gasket in that drunk ass motor. Guaranteed. He can't even sit here and say that's not true.
I mean,
tell me that your head gasket's gonna last longer than your turbo flow.
We haven't blown a head gasket yet. We haven't blown a head gasket.
Yeah, because you only have 15 passes on it.
No, we can get probably 50 passes on a head gasket.
50.
So head gaskets, blowing a head gasket on a gear.
A head gasket. Look, here's the difference. If I blow my head gasket and I thought, okay, I'll fix my car and we'll race.
I'll give this to him.
If he blows that piece of shit up and breaks the crankshaft, he can't do anything. He gotta sit in his pants. He gotta sit in his pants. He gotta put his induction shirt on and cheer for us because he can't do shit.
He's not lying about not being. It's not as serviceable as a race engine as a 2J. Okay. That's a valid point. Because with the time being covered. I proved my own point, or I proved his point even more last year at World Cup, and I'll never be in that situation again, but we had an issue in the quarterfinals.
What was that?
World Cup finals this year.
Yeah.
Quarterfinals of X275.
They broke the motor and they couldn't change it in time.
We melted the cylinder head. Turned on the second kit of nitrous, didn't have the fuel for it, huge fuck up, burnt the motor. I had a spare in the trailer.
Okay.
But I didn't have a fully dressed spare. We could have swapped it if it was fully dressed, but I'm taking fucking timing covers off. You don't have to worry about that. You slide the timing belt off, you rip the head off, put a head gasket in it. You know, these barbarians will probably sand it with a block of wood and sand it.
If it's the finals, I'll drag that shit across the parking lot.
So would I, you know. I've seen some people do some shit with a B series and make it through the rest of the race somehow.
But when it's race day, you do what you gotta do. But alright, so I'll say this, to his point, any failures that we've had have been our own fault. Like, we haven't just run the car until it broke. Like, we have managed to fuck it up before it actually broke. And at that level, that's a very common thing. Like, people torch head gaskets and torch heads, and like, those failures exist when you're running methanol and as much boost as you possibly can. Like, you can't hit nitrous, you can't miss at all. The car, like, the littlest thing will put you on the trip.
Yeah, it's not like you can have a misfire and go all the way down the track like some of these 10-second cars.
Yeah.
And be like, oh, let me fix this. You have a misfire.
Spark plug wire goes out, and you drive the car with you trying to drive through a misfire on methanol, and 8 pounds of boost.
You got a big
change the motor, it's just done.
You got a big hole in something.
I believe wholeheartedly, and I think a lot of people would agree with me if they have experience with both. If I put our car together and he put his car together, and we didn't have any issues like that, the 2J would outlive the VR38.
That's false.
We don't break crankshafts. We don't break blocks. We don't do any of that shit.
You put two the same caliber in the same chassis, the VR38 is going to go 3 tenths faster.
That is bullshit.
What chassis you said?
He put different power plant in the same exact.
He's saying put a 2J or a VR38 in a Fox body. You think, what? What is that? How is that even? What is he saying?
That's interesting.
You sound dumb.
No.
You sound dumb.
It's going to make more power. It's going to be more reliable.
It's not. Okay.
It's going to be faster.
Alright. I got another one for you. What turbo's on your car?
An 88.
A ProMod 88 from Precision, right?
Yep.
Okay. I got a ProMod 88 on the 2J. I'll put up the money Take your motor out of your car, let's go to an engine dyno. We have the same fucking turbo. I'll take the engine out of our car and go to an engine dyno, and you'll blow that. Take your motor out of your car, let's go to an engine dyno. We have the same fucking turbo. I'll take the engine out of our car and go to an engine dyno, and you'll blow that power. You say to make more power. Show me. Don't talk about it, show me.
Put it on the dyno.
I would love to, let's do it. The people would love to see the comparison between a VR38 and a 2J on an engine dyno. Let's do it. Bring the best of the
Why don't you
best.
put it on the chassis dyno? We have the same
Converter alone will throw it off. Let's do it on an engine dyno.
I don't want to take it out. What was your mile an hour when you went 230?
I don't know.
I wouldn't remember either.
Make every watch count.
When you want your holiday to feel like a holiday, it matters where you stay. Book now and save up to 25% during the holidays. Hilton for the stay.
Powerful congestion relief doesn't have to be uncomfortable. New Theraflu nasal mist works like, but it feels like. Theraflu nasal mist unblocks in seconds, lasts 12 hours, and more comfortable to use.
You're home for the holidays, back in your old room. Oh. At least you're on your short today. Something with a little more coverage.
Doesn't matter.
Wait, so we making more power though? Like,
We don't.
I don't know. Honestly, I never got my car on the dyno, period.
No, yeah.
I'll turn it to like 1700.
Our car has been on a mainline dyno once when we first got it, and it was really just like testing.
Make sure everything's working.
Yeah, like I hate.
This is pretty common with it.
With like
this level.
yeah.
I don't have any.
It's different. I would say it's different for us having import stuff because these guys just come out with these Hemis and stuff like that, and they'll just go right down the track the first time.
Yeah.
So like for us, I always put it back on the dyno to make sure everything's working, to make sure we don't have bad spark plug wire. But I'll only go. I hate turning my car up on the dyno. It's like for me, it's like a mental thing. I feel like I'm hurting it more on the dyno than
Take
I
one
would
of
go
those.
on the
He has a trailer full of spare engines. Take one of those fucking spares and let's do it. People would love to see that.
What? This is
We'll put the same turbo.
This is on a VR38 or with a stroker?
I'm saying no. You bring whatever VR. It could be a stroke. I don't care. Bring whatever
You're gonna
VR.
build it. I'll bring a stock block and make one car.
So show me.
I have my spare stock block.
I'll put up 10 grand. You don't have to put up $1. If you make more, I'll give you 10 grand. If I make more, you don't have to do anything but just shut the fuck up because VR38 suck.
That would be embarrassing.
So embarrass me. The only variable is we have to have the same turbo. And that's what produces the power, right?
Yeah. That's a lot of work though.
It is a ton of work. You get 10 grand to prove me wrong.
10 grand.
I'll give him $10,000 if he brings a VR38 engine and we use the same turbo. You can pick the turbo and we use the same turbo and you make more power.
Pick the best turbo for a 2J.
Do you want to do it or not? People are going to want to know.
I mean, yes, I want to do it. Am I going to do it? Probably not.
Because you know what time it is.
No, it's because I don't want to build a turbo kit for the
Alright,
engine.
so what mile an hour do I have to go with the same turbo that you have for you to shut up?
Just faster than me.
What have you been?
Just 221.
Okay.
That's pretty fast.
So at FL2K, you'll see what's up.
221 is pretty quick though.
We went 218 on our second quarter mile pass. I ain't worried about this. And that junk ass motor.
He's not fully dialed in.
He can also break a crankshaft just trying.
And they probably ran 85 pounds of boost to go that fast.
We also have a 4.3 liter engine.
That's not my problem. You're making your problem.
No nitrous. Take a VR38, take a 2J. Let's go to an engine then. Let's see what's up.
That's a lot of work though.
It's a ton of work.
Just
you get 10 grand. I'm gonna gap you. This is separate from the gapping. You're gonna get gapped. That has nothing to do with this at all.
I think it'd be more fair with the stock one. The stock has closer to it's closer to his displacement.
Yeah, they need
any
handicap.
He can build a 3.8 build block.
The build block doesn't matter though.
Yeah, no, it doesn't make more power or anything like that.
Yeah.
Do you want to do it, man?
That is just for really the displacement.
Let's take your spare. Let's take your spare. Let's do it.
You get it all set up. You don't have to pay me.
Get it all set up. I mean, I have an engine that we can use.
Yeah, but I'm saying get the turbo kit made, all that stuff. Don't worry about the $10,000 bet. We'll just do it for the people. you know?
That we can use.
Yeah, but I'm saying get the turbo kit made, all that stuff. Don't worry about the $10,000 bet. We'll just do it for the people, you know?
Top 10 fastest import cars in the world.
No, nobody uses it.
Pull them up.
Nobody uses
What's
it.
on the list? All 2Js.
I'm sure.
There's no
Oh, I think
VR38.
there's a K on there too.
I don't even think there is.
I think
the top 10 is all
faster
2Js.
cars.
Top 10 what? Top 10 fastest import cars in the world.
Yeah, nobody knows.
Nobody knows. So the VR38 is the best kept secret in drag racing.
That's right.
Nobody does it
That's
because
right.
it's trash.
Listen.
The list shows the engine. It's all 2Js.
Wait till Tony and George get that car figured out with the big tires. Be a big problem for you guys on the top 10 list.
No, it won't.
Yeah, well,
That car's been together how long?
they don't race it.
How long has that car been together?
I don't know. A while. A little while. Probably 3 years, honestly.
Yeah.
But they only race it once a year.
I don't think that the VR38 isn't a good engine, but I think that the 2J is a better engine for racing at that power level.
I would say for racing. I wouldn't say at that power level. For racing, it's more serviceable.
But listen, he won't lock in right now. It's not 2J. It's not looking good. It ain't looking good.
What else is in there? There's no, I know. For racing, it's more serviceable.
But listen, he won't lock in right now. It's not 2J. It's not looking good. It ain't looking good.
What else is in there? There's no, I know there's no VRs in there.
None.
No.
Nobody uses them. Just GTR guys. Why is that? People put 2Js in everything. Toots, tell me why.
Yeah, very straight.
People put 2Js in everything.
They're expensive as hell. That's probably the
A bill of 2J is expensive too.
Oh yeah, no, but I'm just saying, like, being expensive, not being serviceable,
Not being reliable. It's not worth it.
We already
It's not
had
worth the
this.
investment.
We had this discussion a while ago, which he's right in most of it, because I can build the most reliable VR in the world, and you can't control who tunes it. You can't control what they do to it. You can't control how they service it.
I'm gonna let you control everything. We're gonna do this.
No.
He won't lock in right now. I'm gonna get him on an engine.
I'm saying in terms of competitive drag racing, if I'm the engine builder, you know what I'm saying? I can build the best motor in the world. These guys are still gonna want to fuck with it themselves. And you can't control what everybody does. You can't control how they do it. You can't control tuners. So, like, in terms of being practical for competitive drag racing, obviously the 2Js is, superior.
Right.
Because you can get parts anywhere. You can go. It doesn't break your bank account to keep them running. The head gaskets don't cost that much. So when you use 10 of them a season, it's not that big of a deal.
What round of qualifying are you gonna be ready for me? Because I want to settle this before we get off camera. I want it locked in.
Why qualifying? Isn't there a testing day before?
No, there's no. I want the stand.
You want the car tested.
I want
ready
it
to
go. I
go.
want the stands to be full. I want people to see.
Are they gonna be full Q1?
There'll be a lot of people in the stands.
Q1.
Q1. Heat of the day. You want smoke?
Would it be the heat of the day or would it be the morning? It's gonna be the first class in the run order.
Q1. That's what you want?
Yeah.
Okay. First round of qualifying at FL2K. I'm serious. I want every VR38 fanboy, nut swinger on the property to come find me and gamble whatever they want. I'm gonna beat the shit out of that car. The first round of qualifying. And if he wants, I'll do it every other round after that too. We probably won't. There's a chance.
Depending on how crazy Q1 gets, and neither of us might make it to Q2.
I don't know how the ladder's gonna fall, so I can't say what's gonna happen on like eliminations day.
Yeah.
But if I see this man on that day too, he's done.
He's not gonna see me. He's gonna see me from the pits when he's working on the Civic.
That's true. That's true. That is true. But I just came off a win too at the reunion. I won 15,000 at the reunion. I won the reunion year before. I'm trying to come to FL2K and see what I can do too. If I win the reunion, FL2K, or I'll take World Cup or FL2K. If I win one of those two, Front-wheel drive guys hate me. I'm gonna be talking so much shit. So much shit. But anyways, 2J is better than VR. Come to FL2K to find out for yourself. As simple as that.
Yeah. So October 3rd to the 6th.
Yeah. So the 3rd is roll race day, so we do qualifying, eliminations, and roll race all day on that Thursday. The 2nd, which this will be only available on Freedom Plus live feed. And I invited you, if you can make it. We're gonna do the cleaner all-wheel drive shootout, which is the top end shootout, so no prep.
How many 2Js
all-wheel drive?
The Elite 8 last year for TX2K for roll racing?
Nobody roll races.
I think there was like
0. I think it was roughly.
Yes. How many 2Js signed up to roll race last year?
There was one.
There was one fast Supra last year that showed up, and I don't know if he was an Elite 8 though. He went like 200 or something. He was fast. The guy from Canada. Because we don't roll race. And we're also not all-wheel drive.
It just makes more power.
Anyways, Peter all-wheel drive shootout. So we got the all-wheel drive shootout. That's gonna be a banger. We got 32 cars locked in, 10 grand, no prep event on the top end of the track. Thursday's roll racing, Friday, Saturday qualifying, Sunday eliminations. Sunday night we're gonna be giving away a ton of money, and there's gonna, I mean, the competition on Sunday. There's not a class that you don't want to win. If you're racing, if you signed up to race, you're traveling from wherever you're traveling from, whether it be a mile down the road or 1,000 miles away, on Sunday you're trying to win because we're giving out real money. FL2K presented by Brian Crowder. It's guaranteed payouts, big payouts, great competition, great rule set, great, the guys will have the track on point. It's gonna be records, personal best, and really good racing.
I'm excited.
And I'm gonna discipline this man. I can't wait.
It's been a long time coming.
Yeah, we've been talking about this forever.
So he moved out of New York.
I really hope that he's coming here for like a week to test. I hope he
Sold the car.
doesn't blow this shit up.